Think your burger ordering skills are first-rate? We got news for you. You're probably doing it wrong. From saying yes to lettuce to overdoing it with the caramelized onions, here's what to avoid when ordering a burger. When you order a burger, you want it to be recognizable. That's part of the appeal. But do you have to choose a beef burger?
This is a tasty burger.
There's a whole world of appetizing restaurant burgers out there just waiting to be ordered. So one mistake you could be making when you order a burger at a sit-down restaurant is only sticking to what you know. It's true that not all beef burgers are the same, and they do vary from one eatery to the next. But with trained chefs behind the scenes, it might be a better option to try a different type of patty, perhaps with a different kind of bun and toppings. What about a fried cod sandwich with a panko crust? Or you could try a Greek-style lamb burger. Spicy chicken burgers are fabulous too, such as a buffalo chicken burger. Burger fans love biting through a lightly toasted bun, fresh toppings, and zingy condiments to get to a juicy burger. However, sometimes a patty can be so big that it's overpowering. Beef is full of saturated fats, so a huge 8-ounce burger isn't exactly a light meal. For a light lunch, you might want to pick a meat-free burger from the menu for a change. Die-hard burger lovers may balk at the idea, but that's honestly a big mistake. Restaurant chefs are skilled at creating tasty variations on classics with interesting flavors and ingredients. You might see a portobello mushroom burger on a restaurant menu. Fast food favorites and other chain restaurants are increasingly tapping into the plant-based market too. At Mashed, our highest-ranked veggie burger from a chain is the Impossible Burger at Wahlburgers, which is served with a spicy wall sauce, caramelized onions, chili-spiced tomatoes, and smoked cheddar. Do you love crispy bacon atop a double cheeseburger? Then you might be surprised that adding bacon is one of the mistakes you're making when you order a burger at a sit-down restaurant.
Bacon.
Burgers aren't usually a dieter's delight, so it's worth considering whether you really need those extra bacon calories, not to mention all the fat that comes with them. Smoked bacon also has a strong flavor, so it can overpower the taste of the meat. And let's face it, at certain restaurants, the bacon served on burgers isn't always crisp. Sometimes it can even taste a little cold and fatty, so adding a thin and unimpressive slice of bacon on your burger hardly seems worth it. Not all restaurant burgers are made the same. In fact, some aren't even made in-house. For instance, at some high-end restaurants, the burgers are brought in chilled or frozen, so you end up paying a lot of money for a burger that wasn't even made by a chef. Meanwhile, plenty of mom-and-pop restaurants make their own burgers without a hefty price tag. So don't be fooled by the look of an eatery, the caliber of the other dishes on the menu, or the high prices when you're in the mood for a homemade burger. When you go to a sit-down restaurant, the menu will often say whether a burger is homemade or handcrafted. If the menu doesn't say the burger's homemade, be sure to check before you order. From takeout coffee to restaurant dishes, customizing orders is almost a national pastime. However, trying to customize your burger order too much can be a mistake.
Ordering everything off the menu, by the way.
When you dine out, you get to taste dishes you wouldn't ordinarily make at home. So there's a lot to be said for going with the burger concept that a culinary expert has come up with. After all, a quality chef understands taste, flavor, and texture and can elevate dishes in ways that you might not have thought of. Dining out is fun when you trust a menu and are inspired to step outside your comfort zone, even when it comes to burgers. A good bun can enhance a burger, while a bad one can ruin it. Just as chefs like to get creative by making different patties, they also love pairing burgers with specific buns. So don't make the mistake of not inquiring about the available bun options when ordering a burger. Some chefs like the sweetness of brioche, whereas others prefer sourdough or a tasty pretzel bun. A lot of restaurants offer gluten-free buns. It's also not uncommon to find bunless burgers with lettuce or some type of veggie slice in place of bread. A bun used for a beef burger may be replaced by another type for a chicken burger, so don't make an error by assuming that chefs will stick to only one type. Remember, this is about pairing texture and taste. All you need to be sure of is that the bun is fresh. If your server doesn't ask how you want your burger cooked, then that's a red flag. And it's a mistake to dine in at a restaurant and not specify how pink or cooked through you like the patty. The best burgers are cooked exactly how you like them. If you're not sure, your best bet is to opt for a burger that's cooked more on the medium side. If the meat is rare, you might find that it doesn't work so well with the bun and toppings. Some diners and chefs think there's no right or wrong way, However, what culinary experts know, and you should too, is that temperature does make a difference. A medium rare burger might be juicy, but if it's cooler than 160 degrees Fahrenheit, then you might be at risk of foodborne illnesses. If you know that a restaurant uses quality meat in a hygienic way, then this is less of an issue. Otherwise, it might be best to ask for your burger well done. There's a big difference between a salad sandwich and a burger on a bun, or at least there should be. For some burger lovers, a patty and bun should never meet a lettuce leaf. However, a slice of juicy tomato and some crisp salad leaves make a burger less greasy. But it's a mistake to order a burger with one big lettuce leaf slotted into a bun. When you take a bite, the burger and other toppings can easily slide off a slippery piece of lettuce. To prevent this, order your burger without any lettuce, or you could ask for it to be shredded. This makes each bite more enjoyable, and it also means that any juices from the patty don't trickle off. Instead, they will run into the chopped lettuce and add to the flavor. Even a classic burger comes with toppings, but it's a mistake to load it with too many toppings. The burger is the star, and the toppings are extras meant to complement the flavor of the meat, not overtake it. So no matter how good caramelized onions are, they should always enhance the taste of the patty. Less can be more with toppings that are powerfully tasty. A spicy burger with hot sauce and blue cheese crumbles promises heat and tangy creaminess with a yummy umami lift. However, add too much cheese or sauce, and the flavor of the meat is lost. Moreover, a loaded burger can be almost impossible to eat without making a mess. And who wants onions falling out and sauces dripping down at a sit-down restaurant? So you might want to say no to burgers that come with fries and onion rings inside the bun. Keep sides as sides, not toppings. Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and pickle relish are classic burger condiments. However, you should still ask your server for some extras that are a little different. Or you might want to order some special ingredients from the kitchen that pair with your patty. If you are dining on a Wagyu burger with Asian-style toppings, such as a spicy slaw, then you can add some wasabi to your bun too.
Ah, wasabi! Wasabi in my nostril!
Caramelized onions give your burger a tangy sweetness, while spicy mayo made with Cholula hot sauce or sriracha adds heat. What about some buffalo sauce, barbecue sauce, or creamy garlic mayo? You don't have to stop at savory condiments either. A sweet and spicy sauce can also bring out the flavor of a burger in an interesting way. You've put your order in, and you're waiting for the chef to cook your burger to perfection. You imagine the cold patty of the finest beef hitting the hot grill with a sizzle. Little bursts of fat spit as the heat browns the meat, and it starts to caramelize. You imagine that slightly crunchier outside and all the melt-in-your-mouth succulence inside. As you bite into the soft, lightly toasted bun, you can taste that charred edge before you sink your teeth into the burger.
That meat is so tender.
Unfortunately, too many toppings can obscure this taste and texture. And as chefs seek to make more elaborate burgers, they can sometimes focus less on getting that classic grilled effect on the meat. However, it's a mistake to assume that you'll get this when ordering a burger. So no matter how you like your burger cooked, you should always ask for a good, charred exterior. Only then will your patty be good enough to eat on its own. A pale, over-juicy patty can look greasy and unappealing, and there's no excuse for it. Think before you order toppings with your burger. It's a good idea to pair them with the type of patty you've ordered. For example, a strong mustard might overpower a fish burger, but can also add a powerful kick that's perfect for a thick and juicy beef burger. In a bid to be different, some chefs even put all sorts of ingredients together in imaginative ways. However, while some are ingenious, others create flavors that simply don't work. Pickles, meat chili, mushrooms, and jalapenos are strongly flavored, so it's no wonder they're all ideal toppings on a beef burger. Pickled onions, truffle aioli, and arugula go well with a lamb burger. Meanwhile, salsa verde with spinach and avocado pair well with a turkey patty. There's more to a burger than American cheese, and certain types of cheese pair well with other toppings. A great combination is Swiss cheese with caramelized mushrooms.
Mushrooms! Everywhere, mushrooms!
It goes without saying that you'll pay more for a burger at a fancy restaurant than you will at a fast food joint. However, when you order a burger at a sit-down restaurant, don't make the mistake of spending too much. Some chefs have transformed an all-American staple into a gourmet dish. And while you might be okay with paying a bit more for upmarket fare, check out the less expensive burgers on the menu too. You might decide that less is more in every way. One Philadelphia restaurant takes the pricey gourmet burger to the extreme with its $700 offering. The gold standard burger at DBG is nothing short of luxurious. The burger features a Wagyu beef patty served in an edible gold leaf-covered bun. And while aged Irish cheddar doesn't sound super upscale, the other extras do. They include cognac flambéed lobster, black truffles, and caviar. So if you do decide to splurge on a burger, don't make the mistake of regretting it when you see your bank balance.